Hi everyone, and welcome to the Read Naturally Warehouse. We are really excited today because our first batch of Gate Plus has arrived from the printer, so we just wanted to do a quick walkthrough video for y'all so you can see what's included in your Gate Plus order. We have 3 levels available for Gate Plus, targeting short vowels, long vowels, and blends and digraphs. Each level also includes lessons for learning how to read and spell irregular high-frequency words. Today we're just going to be walking through our Point 8 materials as an example, but know that all 3 levels are structured the same way and include the same resources, which are the lesson flipbook, the teacher's manual, and a USB drive in the spiral binding. Let's take this over to my office and I'll show you everything you need to get Gate Plus set up in your classroom. First up, we have our teacher's manual. This has all the program information and instructions that you'll need, and it also includes a lesson sample with a description, rationale, script, and even specific suggestions for each activity. There's also a digital file of this available on your handy-dandy USB drive if you do prefer to access it on your computer. There are also a lot of other important resources on this USB drive, but we'll come back to those in just a minute. Up next, we have the star of the show, our lesson flipbook. So your lesson flipbook props up on the table super easy like this, and it is ready to use right out of the box. For those of you who may remember Gate, you'll notice that Gate Plus has a new fresh look and name to reflect the significant enhancements we've made with this new version. When you open it up, you've got your table of contents, and then you'll notice 2 types of pages. On this side of the lesson flipbook, you've got your student display pages, which you'll just face toward your students if you're working in a small group. The other side is for you, and it's got your complete teacher script, all color-coded and super easy to follow. So again, if you're working in that small group, you've got your students around you or in front of you, and they can just follow along easily as you flip through the lesson. Now, I'll elaborate on this in just a second, but if you are working with a larger group or perhaps a whole class, these student-facing pages are available on a slideshow presentation, in which case you would project these pages on a larger screen to your whole group, but you would still read from your teacher's script in the lesson flipbook. Let's circle back now to this small but significant component of your Gate Plus toolkit, your USB drive. You'll want to plug this into your computer to get all your files downloaded right away because there are so many useful resources on here. When you open the file, you'll see all these different lesson folders, which make it super easy to find the materials you need to go along with whatever lesson you're working in on a particular day. Right away, I want you to notice the README file at the top. This is a great place to start to familiarize yourself with everything you'll find on the drive. Under the README file, you'll see this folder called Additional Materials. This is where you'll find a number of incredibly helpful resources, including additional student activities like bonus word lists, crossword puzzles, and graphic organizers. There's also a comprehension builder with several lesson plans and useful tips. Plus, there is a great reader award certificate, a high-frequency word assessment, a parent letter, progress monitoring tools, a pronunciation guide, your digital teacher's manual, and so much more. A lot of these resources are really great for differentiating and tailoring instruction to the individual needs of each of your students. They're also great for working in some additional student accountability and progress monitoring, so please do check these out as you're getting ready to teach. Coming back out now to the main folder is again where you'll find the resources for each particular lesson. Within each lesson folder, you'll find a few things, but most importantly, the student booklets that correspond with each lesson. These should be printed front and back before each lesson, so you can fold them into these nice little booklets for each student to use throughout the lesson. You'll notice we've got sound boxes, word lists, decodable sentences, spell out and sound out practice, connected nonfiction text, and comprehension questions, all packed into one powerful little booklet. These are fantastic to send home with your students or to pull out at parent-teacher conferences to show your students' parents some of their work and also to highlight that explicit systematic literacy instruction that you're working on in class. In this folder, we also have that slideshow I mentioned in case you're working with a larger group or a whole classroom. In this case, you'd still be using the teacher script from your lesson flipbook for yourself, but this way you'd be able to display these student pages on a larger screen. Now, the slides are almost exactly the same as the student-facing pages from your lesson flipbook, but there are a few additional slides which are noted for you in your teacher script, so there's no guessing on your end about when to transition to the next slide. Clearly, I could go on and on all day about this program, but I really don't want to keep you because if we know one thing about teachers, it's that you are busy. So if you have any questions about getting started with Gate Plus, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment on this video, send us an email, or give us a call. Our customer service team is phenomenal and a real person will pick up the phone ready to help you however they can.